Hello, guys, and welcome to a very special WNB PES 2016 full reveal trailer analysis video. I am Asim, and I've got Bryan with me. Bryan, we've recorded the podcast today, pretty much kind of straight after all the press release and stuff came out. Please have a listen to that. But we wanted to do a special video, as you mentioned in the podcast as well. So we're kind of like swamped, but we love it.
Dude,
Love it, right, Bryan?
I'm like, I can't remember a better sports video game trailer. Like, when I slow it down and look at it, I pick up so much more, which is why we wanted to do this for you guys. And I feel like Andy Samberg in SNL when he does the Jizz in My Pants skit. Jizz in my pants.
I don't know what that is, but I'll just laugh just because I'm not.
You gotta YouTube that shit.
I'll YouTube it. All right.
I bet our viewers know.
We're on YouTube right now, so yeah, people watching
Shit, yeah,
YouTube
baby.
right now. So all right, so we're gonna watch the trailer at the same time, talk about stuff, pause, rewind, and kind of analyze what's.
Do it live.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Well, kind of live. Well, you're not watching it live, but yeah. Anyway, all right, Bryan, let's start the trailer. Let's roll.
Let's roll it.
So we got the 20th anniversary stuff, the nice logos. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. I like it. And pointing to the back of the shirt, beautiful stuff. And here we go. So let's pause it here. We see a stadium, which I think someone, when I analyzed the teaser trailer, someone mentioned
Corinthians.
Yeah, there was two. Someone mentioned two Brazilian stadiums. I think this kind of looks like the Konami Stadium a bit. I'm not really sure. What do you think? It looks similar to it.
I think it may be the Corinthians Stadium.
Yeah, I think they look kind of similar. Maybe the Konami Stadium is modeled off the Corinthians Stadium. I don't know. Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe. Coincidence? No, probably not. Yeah, so I think we want to focus on the fact that it just looks really nice. Like the lighting, and the crowd itself looks really, really good. I think I mentioned in the teaser, the nighttime lighting looks just a lot better. Anyway, so just wanted to pause there and kind of focus on that. And then we go forward and we see Neymar. We see his face, the side of his face with a bit of light shining on it. And I think you noticed something here, Bryan, that you want to point out. By his ears,
his ears?
Right? By his ears, yeah.
Oh, he's got freaking
He's got great ears.
double stud diamond ear holes. Look at that.
He has. So that's a nice little. Even though it's a little touch, but it's a nice touch. It's it's what PES and Konami are known for doing with their game. And they've got a lot more detail here, and obviously the detail face, the texture is amazing, and the shirt looks detailed as well. And you can see, you can almost touch, like, reach your hand out and touch his skin and feel like the gristle of the hair. You know what I mean?
I can picture you right now, just with your hand out touching his face.
Yeah, I was trying to do it. But let's roll forward.
Let's do
it. And then we see just a few seconds forward, we see the crowd. 3 members of the crowd jumping, and there's obviously something happened on the pitch. Do you think we'll see 3D crowds, or is this just I guess for the trailer?
Dude, because we see a lot more of the crowd later on too. Yeah. And if they are making the crowd this detailed actually in game, then hopefully they want to show it off. Like, do you remember the old PES Winning 11 trailers? I remember the one trailer where the guy missed a shot and it goes to the fans and you hear, "Oh," and the music like paused for a second and they put their head in their hands. Like, if they can do that stuff, like cutaways for moments like that, I think that'd be awesome. I hope it's in-game stuff. I really do. And they're showing a lot of it, so.
They are, yeah. They showed it in the teaser as well, and I kind of pointed that out. But what I noticed as well in this one more was that they seem to be wearing different clothing as well. So maybe there's an option to customize the crowd as well. Which will be nice. I know the edit guys will love that kind of stuff, so we'll see. But let's roll forward, and we see Neymar's lovely face in a bit more detail, and then we see...
There, you see his ear holes. There you go.
See his ear holes again, yeah. And then we see the ball, the 20th anniversary ball, which I know you are a big fan of.
I think it looks cool.
You think it looks cool?
I like it.
I expected more enthusiasm for you for the 20th anniversary ball, Bryan. It's gold, it's black, it's white. Great.
You know what? I'm a traditionalist, though. I play with the normal Adidas Tango ball. I would be playing like Robbie online, and he'd be like, "Dude, why don't you change the balls? You play with the same fucking ball."
Well,
I do. I love that ball. But no, this is nice. It's a nice little.
It would be cool if this ball came with like a special edition or something. It
would be
quite
cool.
nice. It would be quite nice. But yeah, you see the ball, you see the detail on the grass as well, which you kind of
Yep.
touched upon in my analysis, and boots as well and everything. But let's roll forward.
Got
We
the new Nike
boots as well. Yeah, yeah, we see Neymar here going on a bit of dribble against the French team. Like we see a close up, and then it kind of pans out to gameplay footage. But I just want to pause here and kind of rewind back as we're talking. The fact that the dribble, I think you were really impressed by this.
Oh, look! It just looked so fluid. It looked so un-PES 2015 like, which is such a positive. Such a positive, dude.
Un-PES 2015 like. I like that. That's the thing.
and I think you'll see that throughout the whole trailer.
Yeah.
Is everything looks smooth. There was no point where I like that looked clunky. That looked like janky, like a little like stuttering kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That what you see in PES 2015, you just don't see it. Just everything looks fluid.
I think the animations, like you can barely. I think maybe when you, I guess it's probably a good time to move on to the actual gameplay kind of cam almost, because we see a nice little Brazil move, and the animation looks smooth, but I guess not as smooth as something like FIFA maybe.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to kind of touch upon that. I still think FIFA's a level above.
But that is to be. We know that's FIFA's bread and butter. That's to be expected. I think fans just wanted the animations to be more fluid. Like they look more natural. Obviously, they're not going to reach FIFA at this time. I know they're striving for it, but at least it's more responsive. It appears more responsive, looks more natural, looks more fluid, and I think fans will be happy with that. I'm intrigued by the. I love if you want to freeze frame on the Bryan animation when he slides down and looks back at Neymar like shit. I just got waxed.
You just got done. Is that one? Is that the one in the gameplay cam? Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one in the gameplay cam
where he kind of skins him, and then and then we see a nice little Brazil move with like I think it's Oscar involved in it as well, and then it goes through to Neymar, and.
If you look back though, if you rewind back when Oscar makes that pass and it goes to gameplay cam, if you look at Griezmann sticks his leg out almost to try to trip him.
He does.
And Oscar kind of shoves him to the side.
Good spot. And it shows off a bit more of the physicality as well, and the fact that there is a decent collision system. Because like when Neymar goes through against Varane, and he scored before he scores, there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there, which is quite nice. But yeah, let's move forward. I mean, he finishes it off, and he goes and celebrates. And this is what I kind of touched upon in the teaser trailer bit. I was like, maybe there'll be more celebrations because we saw the Totti stuff, and we saw
and you see the blue arrow above his head, which clearly appears it's a custom celebration. Or you can choose which celebration you want to do. So obviously, whoever's scored the goal here has kind of chosen maybe go and punch the corner flag or whatever. Or maybe that's a slight dig at FIFA because FIFA made a big deal of having movable corner flags and shit like that. So maybe that's a slight dig. Maybe it's a slight dig. You never know. Who knows? But that's cool. What do you think of the custom celebration stuff? We'll call it video gamesmanship.
Video gamesmanship. Yeah, but what do you think? Custom celebrations. I know we kind of briefly touched upon this in the podcast.
I know fans will like it. I'm more of a traditionalist. I just let them do their normal celebration, what they normally do. Yeah. But I mean, there are some cool ones. I think we touched on it, the Cavani, where he's shooting dudes. Guns, yeah. It'd be cool if then you pick the ball out of the net, you line the players up like a bowling alley, and you roll the ball and they all knock
DLC.
it.
I can see some paid DLC celebration.
Shit, yeah, baby, that'd be fucking awesome.
Hilarious. But yeah, so Neymar goes and punches the corner flag and celebrates, and we see a shot of the crowd again. We see some dude with a random hat. He looks kind of pissed off actually.
Oh wait, hold on. If you go back to Neymar and you freeze frame, you can see it says Corinthians.
Let's say you're right. Yeah, so it is a Corinthians stadium.
Look at that.
Good spot. Good spot.
2020 vision, baby.
2020 vision. A small penis. But anyway, let's move on.
Oh, that's cold, man. That's cold.
Let's move on. Like I said, you see a member of the crowd.
We see Mussolini here in the game.
I just want to pause here. Yeah, you see him, and it does look like it's more of a 3D crowd, or am I just making things up here? Because
it does. Crowd looks definitely better than 2015.
Yeah, because 2015 looked like sprites essentially. It looked like you were playing, I don't know, like old Bomberman or something. I don't know, whatever.
Which is why you would hope you see more of the crowd if they put that much time into making the detail better.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Mussolini. That's fucking hilarious. All right, let's move on. Let's move on from Mussolini, and we see Marchisio. And it seems to be a bit of argy-bargy going on over here. So let's kind of pause and rewind a bit. Let's talk about the physicality here. I think this is what it's basically showing off. So Marchisio comes in, charges in, and just kind of barges. I'm not sure who the Roma player.
It's a Turbe.
It's a Turbe. Yeah, he kind of barges him out of the way. It's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, it's my ball.
And then you see that human emotion that they talked about.
Yeah, you see the human emotion. Yeah, and he's like complaining, and then we go out to gameplay cam, and we see a lovely little move from Juve. I think it's Llorente kind of turns the ball, chips a lovely ball.
And you know what's great about this ball, if you kind of freeze frame it a little bit,
okay,
and rewind, is in PES 2014, PES 2015, that through ball would essentially be in a straight line. That through ball would be in a straight line for Tevez to run onto. And if you look, that ball is to the side. Tevez has to kind of angle his run to go get the ball.
It curves in at the last second as well, towards Tevez.
And exactly, and hopefully that's where we'll see more of. We'll get to see more of the ball physics. Hopefully the ball is more free.
Yeah.
As you see more of the trailer and the dribbles, the ball does seem a little bit looser and more free, which is very cool. Hopefully that's the case.
Okay. And then obviously Tevez, with a close up on Tevez, he chests it, finishes it off beautifully.
All one smooth swoop.
One smooth motion, and then celebrates like Tevez does. And we see a bit more of the crowd. And I just want to pause here on the kind of battle between these two players, these two Spanish players here, Spanish league players, sorry. And we see in the corner as well the Liga BBVA license. I know a lot of people were talking about maybe like EA might have kind of like a similar deal like they have with the Premier League for the Spanish league. And then worried about PES not having the Spanish license. Don't worry, it's there.
Hopefully that means we have more Spanish stadiums. Hopefully,
but I think I think EA might have locked Konami out of that deal. But I just wanted to focus on the fact that he's kind of backing into the player again, kind of bringing to the forefront the physicality of the game and the fact that it is actually a part of the game now, and his shirt's dirty as well, and the shirt looks quite nice as well at the same time. But let's move forward from that. And we see him again. We see an aerial challenge there, and again we see a slide tackle coming in. Again, the physicality, and I just want to pause on the fact where the guy chips the ball in, and he kind of jumps up. I think the defender jumps up and clears it, which is really nice. I think it's quite. I'm not sure if this is a human versus human game or it's a AI versus human game, but if that's AI being that kind of I guess aware of the situation, and because it seems like he wasn't positioned correctly, and then he
but he made that last ditch,
he adjusts and pushes the ball, like kind of leans and kind of kicks the ball out of play, which is I thought was quite nice.
I agree.
Quite nice. But yeah, let's move forward. And we see Lloris here taking. I'm not sure who that is, who he takes out, Brazilian player, but we see the ripples on his shirt. Oh yeah, here we go, Ronaldo with the shot. I thought this was a nice save.
Outside of the foot chip shot.
Yeah, outside of the foot shot, and the keeper kind of lifts his hand, one hand pushes it over the bar really nicely.
And that was in the Konami Stadium, and it's Real Madrid against Barcelona, so that kind of tells you they probably don't have the stadium.
They probably don't have the stadiums. Yeah.
Now this is I jumped up, man. I jumped up when I saw.
So this part, okay, like we'll pause and rewind a few times just so you can see it as we're talking, and kind of. I don't know, wanking over it essentially. So this is great. The keeper saves it with his feet and then instantly gets back up and then pushes it away. That is amazing. I didn't really see that a lot. I mean, the keepers were good in 2015, but their kind of save animations were limited. Like we're seeing here that there are more animations, Bryan. Looks beautiful.
It does. It fucking looks awesome.
It's one of those PES. It's a PES moment right there.
It is. It's a PES moment.
You jump up and you basically come on your screen essentially,
and then you have to go grab tissues.
That's the one. That's the one. We all know.
And then if you go to the next shot, then at the crowd, crowd looks freaking beautiful again, and you can see the shadowing too. Look at the big shadow on the field.
Yeah, the floodlights, I guess those are.
Yeah.
The shadow of the lights. And yeah, again 3D. And they're kind of, even though some are wearing the same clothes, it seems like there is quite a bit of a distinction in terms of what they're wearing. So a bit more variation as well. Hopefully that translates to a better match atmosphere as well. I know a lot of people were kind of I guess complaining about the 2015 not having a great match atmosphere. So hopefully this means that this is a focus, and that's what they're hinting at in this part. Okay, let's move on. And we see a lovely, again, I think this is again showing me anyway, like animations. Like
it was fluid, wasn't it?
It was fluid. Yeah, the way Jovino kind of just skips past the Juve defender there, and then does a lovely Rabona cross. And near post header, Buffon doesn't save that. And again, if you close in on is that De Rossi? That is De Rossi, isn't it? Yeah, he scores, and we see the emotion in his face. And then we get
the beautiful detail, the kit. Oh my God.
Yeah, the kit. Actually, the kit looks amazing as well. We must point that out. I want to pause here because it goes into a kind of a newspaper bit. And we kind of see Neymar looking a bit gay there, like, "Hello, boys."
Oh my God.
I was like, what the hell is that? He looks like really gay, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm not saying anything.
You don't have to. Just like, I'm not, okay, fine. I just want to say, like, that I noticed that, and it's like, "Hello, boys" type thing. Anyway, okay, let's unpause that and move on.
Wait. But if you
okay, let's keep it paused. Let's keep it
on the new screen. Okay. Bottom right hand corner, new stadiums. So says new and improved with real crowd noise. Hope we got the crowd noise.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on now.
Let's kind of stay on that screen there for a second. I think they're kind of showing off some new stuff. So they're saying we've got new stadiums, we've got commentary, real crowd noise, and
there's a lot of stuff that was basically in the press release.
Yeah, new Master League, new features, animations, all that sort of stuff, and Neymar looking really camp. But let's move on. And we see what we were talking about in the podcast, improved Master League. So I just want to pause on this screen with Marquisio, and it says Marquisio came up from the youth prospect and is putting together a string of performances for the first team. He is an example to all young players. I like it and I don't like it, because the fact that they're saying Marquisio came up from the youth prospect and is putting together a string of performances for the first team. He's an example for all young players. I like the way...
But he's been up there for a while. It makes it sound like he just came up.
Yeah, I don't like maybe the way it's worded. Maybe that's a bit of a... kind of like the Japanese translation of a bit being lost there. It kind of makes him sound like he's a youngster, which all young players should aspire to. But he's a kind of like a club veteran, isn't he? Really, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that these little stories are, well, it looks like going to be in Master League.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Hopefully.
Brilliant. Okay.
Then you go to Totti.
Yeah. We move on and we go to Totti. Let's pause at Totti as well. Another different story. I think this is better worded. Again, it could be probably improved a bit. He's really the symbol of this team. Been through so much. Every coach should be delighted. Again, lovely. But let's move on. We see a story for Tevez as well. We see a story for De Rossi.
Now this is interesting.
Okay, let's pause on this one. De Rossi, go on.
He gives his all in every single match. Has a really positive effect on the rest of the team. He's definitely worthy of being called a general.
Yep.
Now, when you play it and you go forward, and you see this new kind of sweet graphics that they have for I guess Master League.
Okay.
And you see Paredes in the middle of the script, in the middle of the pitch, 86 overall. His heat map is very small, right?
Okay.
Then you play it. De Rossi comes in. His heat map is huge.
And he has a positive effect on all the
and
players.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then you go through. It's going through the stuff.
Okay, which is nice. Okay, so let's unpause from the Rossi, the De Rossi part, and we'll kind of pause back when that screen comes up. So yeah, here it comes up. We see it. Yeah, I think you're right. Good spot, Bryan.
De Rossi comes in the team, and the arrows. Everyone's arrow goes up like half an arrow, or.
Good spot.
One arrow or something,
20,
which is kind of cool. So does that mean then all those little bios will have an effect on the team? So if Tati doesn't play, since he's like the club symbol, does some of the arrows go down a half a peg? You know what I mean? It's interesting. I wonder how it's going to affect Master League, because I think it's really cool. If they do it right, I think it could be really cool.
It's nice. I like it.
So.
I like it. It's a good spot. But let's move on from that formation screen. We see lots of stats on the screen. Let's pause here for a second. We see times scored, conceded, type scored, conceded. I think we briefly touched upon this on the podcast. You see all sorts of kind of attacking stats as well, defensive stats, kind of like where the team's attacking and kind of going forward on the pitch. And
the cool thing about this is you're almost seeing. Hopefully they have this for opponents as well, and the AI opponents, because then you can like, okay, I see where they're playing, how they are playing. I can set up my team accordingly, and this kind of almost tells you how you play, and you're almost like you can kind of almost notice, hey, I tend to do a lot of low passes, and I rarely ever cross the ball. You know what I mean? Like certain things like that. I know the next screen too has more stats.
Yeah, so let's move forward and look at those stats as well. So we see stats for each player in terms of the ranking, so dribbling, passing, pass target, shooting, aerial battles, tackles won. Yeah, so it seems like you're getting lots of stats while you're going through your Master League. Obviously, this person was going through with Roma, so maybe you've got some sort of assistant coach that's giving you all this information. I think that would be pretty cool if that's a feature.
And then you get to the next page, which is the team instructions page.
Yeah, team instructions. Let's move forward.
And if you look at that, they barely attacking areas. Okay, I noticed I barely attack down the right hand side. Like maybe I switch it up. Maybe so say maybe you're struggling. You had a couple games on the trot that weren't very good. Because you know how you get into Master League and you play a couple games and it's just not clicking for you. So say maybe you look at your attacking areas. All right, my focus is on the center and the left-hand side. Let me switch it up. Let me maybe switch my formation, get a little bit more width down the right-hand side. Maybe it opens things up for you. I mean, that's something it's
good.
Something little, but it's something unique that's kind of cool.
It makes you feel more like a manager, right?
Exactly.
Like a modern day manager these days has like all this information, stats come at them from every game, so if you see the team instructions screen here, it's trends for August, September. So obviously this is I guess during the start of the season, you're getting stats from these months, and it's telling you your average attacking time was this, your counter attacks thing was this, and it's as you mentioned, attacking areas. So it says over here 10% on the right hand side. So maybe you're like, okay, I need to balance stuff out. I need to balance it out from the left to the right and center. So you need to work on that. It tells you ball winning areas as well, your favorite defensive approach, favorite attacking approach as well. Lots of these stats coming at you, but it's good because it makes you feel like a manager. Love it. Love it. Okay.
I have nothing.
You're nothing to add. You're just you're just dumbstruck. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, let's move forward.
And then you on the other side, you see. So you had your attacking areas where you barely attack down the right. And then you have your ball winning areas where you're strongest in the defensive end and kind of in the middle of the pitch almost. Like it's just cool. It's just something cool. You know what I mean?
Man, it's cool. All right.
It's cool.
Let's move forward. Next screen we see is one that I really like. So I'm guessing this is a main Master League screen. So you see advanced time at the top. God, I hope you can stop by day and not fucking skip like a whole month. God, I hope that. But I like the fact that you've got the whole rankings on the side, and then you've got like this whole little supporters thing that I noticed. So it shows that you've got 44,153 supporters. I'm guessing that will go up or down depending on how you're doing.
Exactly, and hopefully that shows in the stadiums too. Maybe have little empty stadiums if you're playing shitty. Like that'd be pretty cool.
And maybe the players react to it as well. So you see a story on the side. Is I think De Rossi's talking about taking on Napoli. There's like no way they're going to beat us and blah 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 blah. And he sees like a little ticker at the top. Jorginho showing promise at Roma. I think it's just going back to the supporters thing. I think. I was a little confused when I saw this first. I thought, is that the supporters of the club or the supporters of the manager? And I realized it's probably the manager, because the supporters of the club are probably way higher than that. But that's, I guess, the support behind you as a manager.
Okay, because I looked at it as maybe supporters as the amount of people that are actually coming to the stadium. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
I guess we'll find out in due course.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
question that we can ask at E3, but I like the screen. I like it. You got the team management, negotiations, my team info database system, usual stuff. But it just looks more inviting, right? It doesn't look like boring as fuck, essentially.
Exactly.
So, and it tells you your next match as well. And hopefully,
And things like that, like DeRossi says something like that, and then he's like, no way they're going to beat us, and he's the general of the team, and so he has a red arrow, and he goes into the game in Master League, and it affects the team. Everyone on the team, their arrow goes up like halfway, like that. That shit's cool. That's cool.
That is really cool. I just want to look at the formation below where it says supporters. I'm guessing. I was looking at it and I thought, is that just their normal formation, or maybe that's the average formation of like the last game or something like that, that the players were in place, because that looks like a weird kind of formation almost. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out again in due course. But yeah, I like the screen. I do like it a lot. But let's move forward. And we see the camera pan out towards DeRossi in the actual game. I want to pause it here because I want to talk about how the rain effects and the shirt go hand in hand, and it just kind of, the shirt actually does look wet and it's crumpling up, and DeRossi looks like he looks mean. He looks mean, man.
He's a bad bitch. That's what you call a bad bitch.
I like his beard though. Strong beard game. Like it.
Strong beard game.
Like it. Okay, let's move forward.
I can't grow a beard. I look like I had pubes on my face.
Okay, that's quality. But yeah, pause there as well. I want to see the fact that DeRossi makes a slide tackle. I think it's on. Is it Hamsik? I think.
And look at Hamsik's first touch too, because they mentioned that rain would affect some of the touches on the players, and that he tries to trap that ball and it bounces a little bit farther in front of him. And Hamsik's known to be a pretty technical player.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. So maybe you can just quickly look at. I just want to quickly rewind that and look at that theme. Yeah, first touches. Yeah, good. Okay, let's move forward.
Rossi, so sweet.
Sexy. And then we see a bit of gameplay across coming in the rain. And the rain.
And if you pause it right when he heads the ball, you can see the rain splash off the wooders, just splash off his head. It's so cool.
Oh, you do as well. So let's pause it there. Yeah, you do. Good spot. And it seems like a fair aerial battle as well. The cross is positioned quite nicely, and he kind of makes the run. The player tries to grab a hold of him, but doesn't, and obviously he ends up scoring. And
then you see the goal scoring celebration, and you see the dirt on the kits.
Yep, you do. So he goes and hugs DeRossi, and you see the dirt on the kit, and they're basically having a bro moment. But yeah, move forward slightly. We see the crowd again.
Beautiful.
In unison. Maybe a slight pause on that, but yeah, let's move forward. Yeah, you see lots of that, which is really good. And DeRossi, who's the general, being clapped off the pitch. So maybe the crowd has an impact. If he's known as a general, had a good few performances, the crowd will react to him like being substituted or whatever at the end of the game. Like you see a little cutscene like that. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, but let's move forward.
Yep.
And then we see I think it's Chiellini. Chiellini,
the Iron Stopper.
The Iron Stopper by fans. So I guess I
wonder if every player or certain players are going to have just little bios about them. I'm just curious.
That'd be cool. So the Juve fans are calling him the Iron Stopper. But let's move forward. And I think there's a bit on Iturbe as well. They're calling him the change something.
The charge commander.
That's right. I saw that as change commander. I was like, that guy has a lot of change on him. What the hell? I'm going blind. It's been a long day. All right. I rushed home to do all this stuff. Charge commander.
And then you rubbed one out.
And I rubbed one out, and I'm talking to Bryan PES again.
Shit, yeah, baby.
Yeah, but let's move forward. And Pirlo is known as the Jewel of Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think that's a nice touch because he's obviously well loved in Italy, so that's a nice little touch. Okay, let's move forward, and we see another DeRossi screen. He's known as Braveheart by the fans, which is
I want to know what all this means, or if it's just like aesthetics. You know what I mean?
I hope it means something.
Exactly.
Like an impact on their form or I don't know their overall rating might increase for a couple of games. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. It'll be pretty cool. I think. I'd like to have an effect
We need more. We need more. More info.
I will find out free for you. But let's move forward from this Braveheart screen, and then we kind of go into more about strategy and stuff like that. So we see screens. We see attacking zone center, and we see Barcelona against Madrid. I think what I want to point out here quickly is I don't want to be too negative. I know we discussed this before. We talked about close up. The detail was amazing. It looks vibrant. And maybe this is a gameplay cam obviously here, which looks like it's closer to the pitch. So you see a bit more detail, but it doesn't. It loses a bit more detail, I think.
It does. And that's what we're here for, baby. Be completely honest, constructive.
Yeah.
I would say, this trailer is a great trailer. And out of everything in the trailer, the only thing that kind of let me down was the level of detail when we saw the wide cam or gameplay cam elements, where when it goes back and forth between close-ups and gameplay cam, you can see just I don't want to say washed out, but it doesn't
look as vibrant. It doesn't look as vibrant.
Exactly, it doesn't look as vibrant. And the one thing, when you look at Madden, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, FIFA, gameplay cam, their gameplay cams, they still have that level of detail, and I hope PES can eventually get there.
Yeah, hope so. But yeah, I thought it was worth pointing out. But let's go back to the strategy stuff. So attacking zone center. Let's watch this kind of play happen. We see the marking about the space. Iniesta making a run, finding Neymar's run. Neymar sliding to finish it. Let me see stuff about build-up play, long passing, so different strategies. I guess this is kind of what PES has been known for anyway, being a bit more tactically and strategically deep. And we see flexible as well. Napoli, I think it's Napoli here.
See, I wanted to, and then the flexible, I wanted to point this out. When he does the back heel to the guy, all right, in PES 2015, it would be 9 times out of 10, you get like this clunky, janky animation where the ball the guy's first touch sucked, because in PES 2015 the first touch sucked. So when the guy takes the ball in PES 2015, a lot of times it would get like stuck under his foot. It just wouldn't be a great first touch, and it puts you in a bad situation. Whereas the first touch in this, look how he angles the ball to get a better shot on goal, pushes the ball a little bit ahead. It's all fluid and smooth.
Yeah, I agree. And hopefully you just saw a bit of a rewind and pause on that. So yeah. But yeah, I agree. It looks really nice. But as that moves forward, he does go and finish it off quite nicely. He smashes it past the keeper. And then we move forward and we see, I think it's about ball control, and we see Neymar come into play again, doing a scorpion kick close up, and then it pans out into gameplay camera again. And again, I just want to quickly pause it here as the ball is being played to Neymar. It looks kind of washed out. It just it looks better. Don't get me wrong. It looks better than what we've had before because the gameplay cam seems closer. And the night time lighting, or I think it's evening, whatever it is, looks better as well. But it just looks washed out compared to the close-up stuff.
I agree.
Hopefully they can fix that out. But okay, let's let this flow forward, and the pass goes through to Neymar. He makes he goes a bit too far ahead, and then realizes, oh shit. But then he realizes, fuck, I'm Neymar. I can do a scorpion kick. And he does it. But the keeper saves it.
That was a great save, too.
It was a really good save, because it seems like he's hopefully we can get a bit of a pause and rewind here, because it seems like he's going to get chipped, but he kind of backtrack a bit, and Lloris gets a hand to it and kind of pushes it away, which is quite nice, I think.
That whole sequence is just beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. It's beautiful.
And then you go to the fans right after, and I hope this shit is in. I do. We talked about it, the old PES Winning 11 trailer, where there was one, I can't remember if it was Winning 11 6, 7, or 8, I can't remember. But in the intro, guy misses a shot, and it goes to the fans, and the music stops, and the fans go like, "Oh!" and the guy puts his head in his hands.
I remember.
Just like this guy right here.
This guy's got his head
on his head. I hope this shit's in. If this is just for the trailer, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I really am.
Don't disappoint Bryan, all right?
Fuck no, that's right.
All right, no, that's a good spot again. But let's move forward from the guy holding his hands, and we see Chiellini being Chiellini, being dirty, sliding in. And I just want to kind of pause and rewind here because he slides in and it looks like he clips whoever the Roma plays, whoever the Roma
Nainggolan.
Yeah, it looks like he slides in and clips him, not completely takes him out, and the Roma player kind of stumbles. He actually tries to get back up on his feet. If we look at it really carefully, he tries to get back up on his feet. So he stumbles. He's like, oh no, I've kind of got away. I'm gonna try and get up, but he can't make it.
That's a sweet animation.
I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's a new animation.
It's very smooth too.
Yeah. So I just want to see that one more time. So hopefully we can pause and rewind this. And yeah, it just looks great. Look at that. Yeah, great, awesome. And then we see Pogba against Dani Alves. Kind of I guess a battle from the Champions League final almost.
And Alves just.
Yeah, he just. Yeah, it's good. Again, showing off the physicality of the game and a proper collision system rather than. I mean, what would have happened in PES 2015 is that they would just bump together and that's it.
They would have bumped uglies.
Yeah, they would have bumped uglies, and it would be like he was trying to, you know.
And there it is again. You freeze frame it right when Dani Alves is blocking off Pogba, and it just looks so vibrant. It looks beautiful, gorgeous. Yeah. Looks gorgeous. I just wish they could translate that to gameplay cam at some point.
I mean, he blocks him off really nicely again. Hopefully, you're seeing a pause and rewind of this. He blocks him off nicely, and like Pogba's reaction is like to you know kind of say, "Oh, cry foul," and then it kind of zooms in. And he's complaining, but look at his face. I just want to pause on his face. Look at that. Look at his face. It's
unreal, dude.
It's shiny. I think that's what I pointed out in the teaser analysis as well. I was like, Neymar's face probably a bit too shiny. Maybe they need to ease up on the lighting a bit, but still looks great. Still looks great. Maybe a bit too wax-like, perhaps with the lighting going on. I think it's more the lighting than the skin texture that's kind of making it shiny. So hopefully they'll slightly improve that, but I don't want to be too negative here because his face looks amazing, and then his hair does as well.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Okay, let's move forward from his face, and then we see some Lazio against. I think it's no, it's not Lazio. It's Napoli. Sorry.
Yeah.
Napoli against Roma, and we see. I'm not sure who that is. Is that?
It's Callejon.
Callejon, yeah, and he's taking.
He does like a fake kind of shot.
Yeah. Let's pause and rewind that. I just want to see.
Because this is definitely in the press release. They talk about that, how you're able to turn. You can turn defenders around, get them off balance.
What I like about this is that, okay, he goes past him, but it seems like he goes past him. But the defender kind of tries to react and turn, and then he kind of slips and falls, and then but gets back up.
Which is awesome. Cool. Which is really realistic, too.
It's cool. Yeah, okay, he turned him and he scored, but he tried. He tried. It's the fact that he tried, and, okay. Let's move forward, and we see Callejon smack it past the goalkeeper, and again, the defender tries to make a challenge, but doesn't get it in. Scores, and we see Suarez doing a celebration around the net, which is what we saw in the teaser as well. I think Morata was doing a similar thing, so maybe this is again custom celebrations coming in. And let's pause. I just want to pause as he goes past the net, because I noticed, and a lot of people love net physics. And,
I don't know anybody like that.
Well, you are one of them. And quite a few people on our forums are one of them, and the comments are, there's loads of people. I just want to look back at the goals that were scored as well. The nets look slightly better. I don't want to be start about like a net hype or anything like that, but the tension looks a lot more realistic, especially as Suarez goes around and puts his fist up here. Like, you can see the tension on the net. It just looks a bit more realistic, I think. So maybe they've actually listened and tuned fuck it, you know what? Finally, we'll listen to these buggers and we'll fix the fucking nets, or not fix the nets, or improve the nets. So
it was all my blind tweeting. So.
It was all Bryan's tweeting from his 15 different accounts that he has. Okay. Let's stop pausing at the nets and move forward. So yeah, he celebrates with his teammates, and again we see another celebration as well from, I think it's a Villarreal player punching the net. Casillas.
You can see the dirt on the back of Casillas' jersey too, which is kind of cool.
Let's pause on that. I just want to see that. Yep, that's right. Yeah, he's got a bit of dirt. He seems like he's not happy about something, but yeah, he's got well.
Well, that must have been the reaction after Suarez scored, maybe.
Yeah, probably. But again, while we're still pausing on Casillas and his dirty jersey, over here again, the evening or nighttime lighting looks amazing. I think
it does. It looks amazing in close up,
and it makes the pitch look even better as well. Like the pitch, like you see the
lushness.
Grass. Yeah, it looks really good.
God,
okay.
I hope it translates to gameplay.
Hope it does. Okay, well let's move forward from Casillas' dirty shirt, and slightly we move forward to see Totti.
Oh man, this was fucking awesome.
Yep, and we see his like we saw the selfie thing in the teaser, but we see the actual his view as well. I guess he's taking a selfie, and like you can see the like you can choose the front facing camera or back camera, whatever. Just I think a lot of people were like, oh, they've got iPhone selfies as celebrations. I don't really care. Like, oh, okay, fine, you don't care, but it's still pretty cool. You gotta admit, to have that in there.
Dude, and you know what? A trailer is meant to show off parts of the game and build excitement. That's what a trailer is. Like something like that, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Even if I never used that celebration, it still garners excitement.
It's still pretty cool. I thought it was
exactly.
I thought it was really cool. So, but yeah, hopefully you saw a bit of that being paused and rewinded while we were talking. But his face is lovely. He's got a big nose, but his face is lovely. Anyway, let's move forward. And we see again Brazil and Neymar at the forefront of things, obviously, because he is the cover star. Fernandinho plays a lovely pass to Neymar. The first touch here is beautiful. First touch is beautiful. It takes it with his heel.
I wonder if it's going to be something with like the right stick. You press it in, maybe he juggles it.
Yeah,
I wonder
and he
how they're going to do that.
Juggles it and then smacks a volley, and the whole animation is just beautiful. So let's just pause.
And then they guess you on the outcome. I really would have liked to see what the outcome was.
Yeah, so hopefully you can just pause and rewind that a bit and just see that sequence again. Oh, because it looks beautiful, and then it kind of I'm just counting in my pants. Sorry, having a moment there. We see, and then it kind of goes to the screen. And love the past, play the future, PES 2016. I love that tagline. I love it. I know we talked about it in the podcast, but I love the tagline. Obviously, they've still got the pictures out, but I love that tagline because it kind of hints on a bit of nostalgia and saying that, you know what, we're building on that with this game, which is good. And then we go into stuff that maybe you're not too interested in. And we kind of touched upon it in the podcast as well. We see some My Club stuff, and we see the Neymar Jr. Card, or I don't know, stat page or whatever it is. We see his overall rating and his player level go up as both things go up essentially, and his stats go up. You see the hexagon kind of stats go up. So yeah, we talked about it in the teaser. So maybe that's a thing that will happen, and
and then you see on the right hand side, exclusive players added to My Club. A lot of speculation. Exclusive the only thing I can think of is Legends. You know what I mean? Legends,
yeah, like maybe like someone like Henry, because he's had a history with PES in terms of cover star. Maybe people like that.
Kalina is added as like a legend referee.
Maybe someone like. I would love it as a Man United fan, as we're still pausing the screen, if they had Eric Cantona. That would be beautiful.
And he had like a kung fu kick
celebration. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing. I don't care how much he costs, I'd buy him. I also want to point out as well that next to the kind of Neymar screen where it's got the rating and the level stuff like that, he's wearing a lovely little 20th anniversary shirt there, which I hope. Obviously it's going to be in the game, it seems. Maybe it's like some pre-order bonus maybe, or some DLC that'll come out.
But that would be pretty sweet.
I hope it's an actual shirt as well, because I want it. I want that shirt. So make it happen. If anyone from Konami or the PES team listen to this, please make it happen. And if I could have my name on the back as well, that'd be amazing. I'd pay.
But you don't want Neymar's name on the back?
Nah, fuck that. I want my name. I want my name. Cool. So yeah, we see the My Club stuff, and we talk. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly
what he's doing with his hand right there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. Where it's slightly less camp than the previous things. That seems like it could be the box.
He's like, "Hey, girl."
He's like, hey, boy. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I was just gonna go into like, I'm not sure exactly how this level system is gonna work in My Club. Hopefully, I can find out more at E3. But I'm guessing it's like the more they play, or the more you play them, they gain a level. But yeah, we see all sorts of My Club's details on that screen. But let's move forward. And then it moves to the screen with Neymar again looking camp.
This was the screen I was on.
Oh, you on this screen? Oh, you on this screen? Okay. Well, follow me. By the way. Anyway, but yeah, he's looking all camp, and it says Day 1 edition, and Team of the Year. If you pre-order, you get Neymar loan for 10 matches and all sorts of GP player contracts, recovery items, and that's kind of really it. That's kind of where this trailer ends, and we've talked about it for almost like 45 minutes, pretty much. Damn.
I love, dude. It was a great trailer, and like I said, I can't remember a better sports video game trailer than that. Like it had everything. The only thing was when it did go to gameplay cam, I was just a little disappointed that the level of detail just wasn't the same as it was close up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and investigate that at E3.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, but remember, just as we finish up here, I remember at E3 what we played at E3 compared to what was shown at Gamescom and what was shown at the actual PES 2015 demo. Graphically, with lighting, you could tell they worked on lighting from the E3 to Gamescom to the PES demo. So they still have time to be working on lighting. So hopefully we get some improvements.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'll grill Adam at E3. Like, why doesn't it look better in gameplay cam, Adam? Tell me why. And he'll be like, bro, you know how it is, bro.
Priorities, bro. There's only so much we can work on at once, man.
I'm joking. Listen to this, Adam, or watching this. But yeah,
well, what did you think overall of the trailer? I think
it's beautiful.
I can't stop watching it. I literally can't.
I think they've got everything right from the way it starts off with like the We Will Rock You stuff. It just kind of gets you pumped. It gets you pumped up for it. It's like you're looking at the action, the animations and stuff, and the visuals, and you're looking at the goals being scored, the tricks happening, and the physicality stuff, and the music, kind of complements what's going on there. And then you move forward and you go into all the details about Mastery, and it's kind of a more chilled out vibe. It's just it's almost 4 minutes long, and you get so much out of it. It's just like you get. I can't remember at this early stage we've had so much information about either football game, let alone PES. Yeah. So I'm really excited for E3. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well done, Konami. Hats off.
Well done.
I mean, well done on this trailer.
Well done.
You are not known for making great trailers, but you have definitely exceeded many people's expectations.
Especially after last year's catastrophe. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Hopefully you enjoyed this and it all kind of came together. We'll do more of this stuff. If you get a chance, if you get more trailers and whatnot, we'll try and do more of this kind of stuff. Or if you get gameplay footage, we'll try and do more of this stuff. But Bryan, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. This was awesome.
Been good. Bye.
Peace.